Hello everyone and welcome back to Rogue Trader. In the previous episode we managed to fix our ship's engine, and as the planet was falling apart, as it was gripped by chaos, we decided to save the miraculous fusion reactor and some nobles, but it seems that the corruption had spread to our ship. Meanwhile, we had our first space battle. That was interesting, and now we are at Footfall station, where the liege of Footfall wants to speak with us, but as we met with his people in the docking bay, we were ambushed. And we just defeated the ambushers, and now we are ready to explore the station. But first, let's get the loot. Combat shotgun. Okay, and let's check our equipment. Let's take, because we have a shotgun, but let's take the combat shotgun because it is much better. Rebel sniper rifle. That's also better what we have got. It's a heavy bolter. Telepath. Sanctum speaker, unsanctum speaker. I just want to upgrade everybody's armor and other stuff. Black armor, and because it's a heavy armor, okay. But this armor is unreduced the incoming damage. Okay, this is a bit better. What's that? Every time the wearer deals damage with the target's weapon skill and ballistic is reduced. The Magus doesn't have any gloves, so let's put that on him. Oh, he can only have 2 weapons, and he's working with 1 weapon set. But I could change the Omniscient X as well. Okay, let's go back to Irida. He's got a psychic body glove, then that's okay. Yeah, the flak armor is better, so let's put that armor on her. What's that? Stuff of house or Oricello. Enemy targeted by the navigator powers gain a -100 for all their characteristics until the end of the navigator's next turn. This penalty stacks and is renewed every time the same enemy becomes the target of the navigator powers. Oh, we have a death shot stub revolver. Why? Oh, strength. She needs to be stronger. And she will be stronger. So she can have a bigger gun. Long loss. Interesting. No, the rebel sniper is better. We have two of the same thing. Nice. And she has an auto pistol. Can she? No, her strength is even lower. Ripper auto pistol. It's slightly better. And what's that? Precise last pistol. 6.8 and I don't think she will need to use that, but and let's has a basic last gun. Let's try to be pattern last gun is better. It's a scrappy last gun. Well-maintained sniper rifle, but or give him a long glass. But at least it has, but it cannot shoot burst fire. Let's upgrade him like this. Let's add the cargo. Add the cargo. It's heavy armor. All right. We have an extra last pistol. Tactical goggles. +5 hit chance, +3 critical hit chance. We could use that, and but let's put that on Pascal, because he doesn't always have a good hit chance, because we have a pistol, I think. Yeah, it's the range, I think, what is not so good about it. Let's add it to cargo. Cargo. Simple swords, don't need those. Noble sword. Let's check his sword. The officer's change sword is still better. When we can move. Interesting that she doesn't have a power armor, but she has the backpack. Okay, then let's explore.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
And first of all, gather all the loot we can find. Leaflet. We need no rulers or leaders. We are not an organization. We are a force of nature. Poor guy. It's a combat servitor. Opticon 22.
I always keep my options open.
The tall, hunched tech priest stares at you unblinkingly. A bleeding mess conceals his gaunt features. The skin on his hands is of a sickly grey hue, with his augments show signs of combat damage and are plated in black chronin, giving him a general air of lugubriousness. Initiating identification procedure. This unit is defined as Logis Opticon 22 and is a fully authorized representative structural part of the Cognizance Fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals, donations. Initiating official greeting procedure for esteemed high-value visitors. Glory success to House von Valancius. A binary area begins to flow from the scratch box attached to the tech priest's chest. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation Logistica Theta. Pascal and Opticon 22 exchange glances and a short series of binary signals before bowing their heads in satisfaction. Opticon 22 has bows noticeably lower than Pascal's. What is Logistica Theta? Or Theta? I don't know what's the correct pronunciation for that. Under the contractual obligation in question 34.761, Terran cycles ago, the Explorator Cognizance Fleet received from representatives authorized units of the von Valancius dynasty a volume of high-grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Tantalum void tankers. Received it and they didn't pay. Compensate. Remunerate. Settle accounts. Should I go on, or is that enough synonyms? The stipulated payment reciprocal offering from the Cognizance Fleet can be made to one Valancius assets at the current time, after which the contractor obligation will be fulfilled. Achieved. Confirm your status regarding acceptance of the payment reciprocal offering. You are saying that my dynasty has had extensive business dealings with you. This statement is true. The Cognizance Fleet concluded 1292 contractual obligation with the von Valancius dynasty as represented, led, administered by the counterparty identified as Theodora von Valancius. The most substantial was Pact 8U, in accordance with Archmagus Ubis Delphin, data usher of the Sevenfold Hollow workshop of the Sacred World of Eurofrates II, was transformed to the planet Kiwi Gamma to perform the duties of minister as its fabricator sensor. The service of such a highly enlightened, enhanced, authorized servant were recompensed via the offering of paid for with a 7-year contract granting the fleet's exploration vessels maintenance privilege at the Kiev Gamma facilities. That is true. In the last couple of decades, Lady Theodora took pains to form a strong relationship with the Cognizance Fleet. She turned down a dozen candidates looking for the right tech monitor to watch over Kiev Gamma. What payment can I expect? Universal Mobile Orbital Deployment Extractimus. Astar Arato Processing Complexes. In the quantity stipulated in the contractual obligation, each unit has undergone a cycle of maintenance liturgies and has been assessed for conformance of the Sacred's standard template construct. Great creations of the Omnissiah, blessed be his beneficence, which has bestowed upon these complexes industrial might and the full cycle of reproduction and life support. You waited 30 years to pay up. Execution of payment reciprocal offering is in accordance with the specification of the contractual obligation. Allocation of assets from the holdings of the Cognizance fleet was initiated when the tankers reached the main squadron 14.905 Terran cycles after the initial transaction. The assets allocation procedures concluded 2.663 Terran cycles later. Transportation of assets to the Furibundo system took 16.862 Terran cycles. Final delivery of assets to Footfall took 0.331 Terran cycles. However, if you had been purchasing fuel for a squadron at the other end of the Imperium, you may never have had to pay at all. We would have turned to dust before you made it there and back. I confirm and I willingly accept the payment. The request is accepted. The sacred machines will be loaded into the hold of your vessel. The contractual obligation logistical data is concluded. The Cognizance fleet thanks host von Vasins for its cooperation. See the friendship of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus is interested in Consider's expedition cooperate with rogue traders. Under the terms of the Treaty of Mars, it is willing to provide services to the Von Valancius dynasty. The priority of service tasks can be raised if diplomatic links are strengthened. The Cognizance fleet will be glad alternative unavailable to accept any samples of sacred technology, samples of profane xenotech, miscellaneous items, reminder storage, study and or disposal of performed objects with the expedition of 3 miscellaneous item is the preferential right of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The explorator fleet will also accept information about planets and their conception that have not previously been recorded in the planetary register. Why are you interested in xenotech? Isn't that heresy? The Cognizance fleet finds it reasonable to believes that forbidden knowledge in the hands of the loyalty causes destruction and violation that go against the Omnissiah's will. Weakness of mind and will unleash xeno-heresy, which comes with the loyalty wall. An example that demonstrates the outline pattern, a voice station in the system of Langeren's belt. According to the data available to the Cognizance fleet, the heretics on that station have traded relations with Xenos for the sake of obtaining dangerous and pernicious technology. The destruction of these heretics is a high priority, but not high enough to demand immediate action. Why do you want information about planets? Omnificated study of the Cronus experiment is the sacred mission operation objective of the Cognizance fleet. Information about the planets and star system of the Cronus experiment will be compiled, studied, and transferred to the holy repositories of Mars upon completion of the Great March of Exploration mission. This process increases the totality of knowledge and decreases the totality of ignorance in the universe. I have collected the planetary data that might interest you. Oh, we can. Oh, so I haven't do that. Or I can't do that. Okay. I want to make a trade deal. Oh, we can have medkits. Target designator. Whenever the viewer hits an enemy with a dead-eye shot, it reduces the enemy's deflection by 1. It applies +1 exploit until the end of the combat. We need this. That plasma pistol would be nice, but our profit factor is too low for that. Deflection gloves. These gloves allow the wearer to parry mirror attacks with their ranged weapon using ballistic skill instead of weapon skill. Steam. The user immediately gains 4 movement point and 4 action point. For the next turn, their movement point and AP are reduced by 2. I never use this for anything. So I think that would be all. We can increase the reputation with them. Journalist manual grant the owner Medicare. Also grants tough movement after using a medkit. Nice. We'd go for that, but our profit factor. Yeah, we have to increase our profit factor somehow. Oh, it's not a headgear. Oh, I see. So that's what. You can speak to the servitor. The servitor was you not noticing your presence. Fair enough.
Keep your wits about you.
We can go further down there. Can go there.
Let us not dawdle.
It is a pirate or an honest trader. It's hard to tell the difference sometimes, especially on Footfall.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Internal report. I am writing to inform you that 2 days ago the discharge was interrupted by an raid launched by the Anwar's gang. In the attack, 3 loader servitors were put out of commission. Furthermore, 1 cargo container serial number was stolen along with its contents.
I always have a backup plan.
How about we find that statue of the Emperor?
I always keep my options open.
Wow. Ah, there's the loot.
Unexpected result.
The continent's labeled destination Janus, where it must have spent a long time at the dock. There it is. Okay. Need to go there. Ah, I see. Out of ammunition and we have some goods there. I can't reach it, as it seems. Okay, then let's go here. What happened here? What a job keeping order in a place like Footfall. The walls of the container have rusted and its contents rotted away, a situation that is not uncommon for shippers trying to pass through Imperial customs. Where is the loot? Should be around somewhere. Ah, there it is. Leaflet. Now is our time, not theirs. Go to their homes, drag them out of their beds. Grave upon their bodies like carcasses at a slaughterhouse. Imperial Navi, Kasbarika, Korda, von Valancius, their names mean nothing now. Tomorrow will erase them from memory. Go and seize power, as much of it as you can carry. Okay, so this is the gang.
Is there money to be made?
We speak with him. Who? What? Don't distract me. One fine functional orbit cavallo.
Let us not dawdle.
Compared to naval service,
The
that
container
was
is marked
barely a
food
chapter.
stuff, but it's empty and by the looks of it, has not been moved in a while. Somewhere around here should be another loot or maybe another flyer. Can we talk to them? What a job keeping order in a place like that. Okay. Some one posters. And 5 hours.
Keep your wits about you.
Yeah, that's nice that we can pass without anything, but where is... Ah, there it is. Isorta, not theirs. Okay. I collect these leaflets because I won't hunt them next time we are here. Oh, We haven't explored that part.
Experience.
At first glance, these look like standard containers, but their frames have been reinforced and their sealing improved to keep the smell in. These are used to transport contraband. Strange memo. The holy book by the altar. That void damn customs guy. He is always on duty. Does he get any time off? Does he ever leave for a piece? Is he a servitor or something? 3. Guess what? 4. Hangar by the window, remembering to bow to the Emperor through the window. The corpse looks horrifying. The victim was... what? Yeah, we have a corpse there.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
All right. Let's check the outfield. And if I'm correct, I see some doable quests here. But I still haven't found any good Xenotech or Plasma or Melta for well, a Melta for Argenta and a better Plasma weapon for Pascal. The plasma pistol that Pascal has is not bad, but it lacks range. Fireproof cape. The wearer of this cape is immune to burning. Also, whenever the wearer and their burn, burning is removed from all adjacent eyes. Okay, let's see. You have a cape. We'll use the under the... Okay, that's fine. She doesn't have a cape, so let's put this fire resistance cape on her. Fireproof cape on her.
I always have a backup plan.
Every time I come here, I will go deaf. The sounds of the past assault my stuff going into the fire. Speak of drags and sorry, I didn't read it that loud. I was afraid that it will disappear.
I always get
These
the
columns
job
appeared
done.
here back when the station was founded, when it was assumed that Footfall would become a wondrous place in the start.
I always keep my options open. Always keep your eye on the prize.
How can the least stand for this? They should have stoned them all. Find them, you will be the more stuff. Hold the line, don't let them escape. What's happening here? The buzzing crowd has closed in on several harried-looking individuals. Some of their faces are smeared with fresh blood. The angry cries and twisted faces leave no doubt. The massacre is about to take place. Just cut their throats already. What were they thinking letting that ship dock at Footfall? They are all stricken. No cutting. We get their blood on us. We'll be tainted too. Better burn them. The hand of the Emperor. Hieronymus Doloroso. Be quiet, you scoundrel. A priest clad in a simple black raiment cuts through the crowd like a void ship crossing the sky. You dare pass judgment on others? What arrogance to think you have the right. Argenta starts at the sight of the elderly priest. That's Reverend Hieronymus. I'm surprised he's decided to intervene in a street squabble. For now, let's watch in silence. Reverend, but these are heretics, real heretics. Their whole planet is plagued. Folks say they all died over there, and why is that, huh? Because they are heretics and the Emperor punished them. We are not heretics. One of the people surrounded by the crowd raises his chin. We ran from the heretics, barely escaped with our lives, and there was no plague on our planet. Only the arch-enemy's minions, a whole army of them. He spits on the ground, and if you want to blame anyone, blame those who abandoned our world, blame the governor, blame the tech priest, blame the masters of Kiewa Gamma who forsook forsook it its darkest hour. Now I'm interested because it's supposed this planet is supposed to be ours. What is going on here? Several dozen gazes bore into you. And who are you supposed to be? I am an envoy of the von Valancius dynasty. You come from Lady Theodora. Tarabel roused bowed his head respectfully. Pardon me, noble sir. We were just rooting the heresy here. These Premi ones, they are from the ship that came from the bowels of the Fenus Expanse. They've got plague there, and mutants, and now they're spreading that rot everywhere, that thing. They are all... Silence! You must be completely out of your minds. A band of woeful, dim-witted reprobate who think themselves bringers of justice. Who are you to pass judgment on anyone? All you ought to be doing is suffering and repenting till the end of your days. And what's so wrong about that, Reverend? We just want to put these heretics to death. We are not heretics. The Huggerman is on the verge of tears. We are refugees. I swear in the Golden Throne we served the Imperium faithfully until they hung us out to dry. Where were the protectors that were meant to shield the lands of humanity from nightmares? Traitors and heretics, the lot of them. A murmur runs through the crowd. The people gawk at you, at the priest, the wretched group huddling in the center. How tiring. The multitude of colors that fills this restless crowd is hard on the eyes. So many hues, but most of them are acid yellow streaks of fear, the red buds swelling ready to burst and paint all who are gathered here. Cassia looks at the crowd for troublemakers wearily, and they shudder at the very sight of her. As for the hearts of those who have been forced to defend themselves, they are shrouded in purplish black grief. But their words are as transparent as ice that lies at the top of a glacier. But commoners are always deaf to others' suffering, for such as their nature. Interfering in the affairs is hardly work of you or me, Trakan. That's a 50-50 chance. But let's try this. Yes, succeed. The rebel rouser looks at you morosely. I don't want to get in trouble over this lot. The refugees use the interruption to make off in the direction of Dock Alpha Row. The arrogance, the self-righteousness of the malefactor. The priest shakes his head disapprovingly. Then his eyes shift to, I am Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso, the head of the Doloroso mission here on Footfall. I thank you for stepping in. Please come see me when you have time. We can talk then. Well, could have just talked right now. But let's go to visit Reverend. I think he will...
Keep your wits about you.
He will give us a mission. This is the... I don't think this is the Emperor's statue. But let's...
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Personally, Deviant, the legendary rogue trader found. The sight of this cogitator would be enough to break any tech priest's heart. The machine is leaning slightly to one side, grimly covered in scroll drawings with frivolous writing scratched here and there on the casting. Several keys are missing and the rest are coated with dust. Pascal Respator lets out a mourn through his before he says grimly, the right of operation has been repeatedly and blasphemously violated, requesting the identification and punishment of the deplorable acolyte entrusted with caring for the spirit of this machine. After a series of creaks and groans, the cogitator's dusty screen lights up. On it are several lines of text section headings. Praise the Omniscient, the machine spirit of this cogitator is aggravated but willing to serve. Accompanied by the crackling of Minharic prayer, Pascal's Mechanism gently places a couple of keys lying on the floor back into place. The screen flickers a few times before revealing the word of the text in Low Gothic. In the name of the founder of Footfall Station, conqueror of stars, builder of outposts, the noblest rogue trader, Parsimus the Vain, and on behalf of all his descendants, I welcome you. This cogitator was installed on the order of Illustrious Parsimus so that the needy may be tapped into the flow of his wisdom. Cast your eyes upon the list of sections and choose what you wish to know. Avelar Bra Furos. Parsimus the Vain, I never heard of such a rogue trader house. Whoever this Parsimus was, he sure thought big. Lord Captain Parsimus the Vain, one of the trailblazers of the Knus Expanse and this station's founder. I read about his great deeds. Lord Devane was once a colonel of the Astra Militarum, but his will later inherited a warrant. He accumulated enough power to gather a small fleet of loyal allies and venture out to conquer the Knus Expanse. They say Footfall was meant to be his personal palace world, but the construction dragged on for decades and Lord Parsimus eventually died of old age. His enemies instantly tore Footfall to pieces and turned it into the bastion of humanity we know today. one that is full of bandits, privateers, hustlers, and rogue traders. Pleased with herself, Cassia not likely to let everyone know that the lecture is over. Okay, well, basically Cassia told us what's Footfall, but sorry the section titled about Footfall. Footfall Station has been envisioned by the great Parsimus Devine as a space in the stars, as majestic as the spirit and mind of its creator. As of the year of this qualitative installation, merely a small fraction of the great Parsimus design has yet been made a reality, but already the audacity and grandeur are staggering. Footfall is to become a gateway to the savage and rarely explored Kronos expanse, a foothold for future conquest by the Imperium and the noble Parsimus Devine who acts by the Emperor's will. To release and links really trying to shut down. Let's attempt an emergency repair. Courier wheels and screens turns back on. One of the first structures was the colossal statue of the Emperor. A whole asteroid was used for the creation of this sculpture, but even its titanic proposition cannot convey the awe that every faithful servant of the Imperium feels before the Master. The statue is the center of Footfall in the same way that the Emperor is the center and heart of the Imperium. As construction progresses, new smaller asteroids are being attached to the statue, their surface serving as a foundation of glorious palaces and temples, and their inner tunnels as home for the commoners and rebel. Parsimus Devine's design. The cogitator flickers and grunts before displaying a tapestry of tech. The great Parsimus Devine intends to conquer the Kronos expanse and build the most grandiose structure which will shine through the ages, praising the names of its creator and his descendants. Footfall, the place in the stars. The glory of the great Parsimus Deeds will live on throughout the ages and his grand designs. The cogitator hisses and grunts as it tries to clean its insides by spewing out dust and detritus through its cracks. The cogitator hisses for a while, then the screen flickers and once more shows the word. The great Parsimus Devine intends to conquer. Pascal Vox wheezes mournfully. The spirit of this machine is enraged and will perform its function no more. I will see to it that the profaners responsible for its maintenance are marked for servo penance. Well, that was interesting at least. And we take these goods. Cassia is how eager to run around.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
A small food that portions look meager. Well, I accepted big portions, but bad taste. Oh wow! I like these umbrellas. So, where are... Oh, there they are. We already read that. Okay, we already read that one as well. But there's some loot. Around here. Or here, maybe. maybe another leaflet. Let's do a tech view.
Just as I planned.
Let's get that loot.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
I always get the job done.
And now there he is. Let's talk with him and ask him to leave Argenta in our retinue. The man with a face so drawn it appears to be made of nothing but skin and bone fixes his unblinking bird-like eyes on you. The priest's simple black clothes have next to no adornments, and they do nothing to mask his unhealthy gauntness. In a cracked voice he says, "The Emperor protects. The Emperor protects. The Emperor protects, Reverend. I don't want to give him alms, he might be seen as an offense, but he protects only those who are pure at heart. Do you think yourself one of them? Be leery of this conviction of yours. Many who have risen to the pinnacle of faith have fallen from it into the embrace of pride most degenerate. And you must be the young Von Valancius. The name carries weight, and it's a burdensome one, for its reputation suggests that Theodora encountered it with many a transgression. I wonder, will you seek to shed them, or will you carry them onward, picking them along the way like ripe fruit and savoring their sweet poison? You're saying Theodora was a transgressor, a woman of great gifts, but few considered virtue to be one of them. People whispered that power had corrupted her, made her believe that she was entitled to anything she wanted. It is known that she shown cordiality to Xenos, broke taboos and violated dogmas. Then again, so do nearly all rogue traders. Rogue traders are the Emperor's anointed. I act at his command as evidenced by his signature on my warrant. And did he grant it to you personally? The Emperor has entrusted his servants with the future of humanity, but people are too weak and flawed to prove themselves worthy of this trust. Only suffering can cleanse us, but we feel it and thus remains solid. I do not wish to enter into a debate with you. A predictable response. He looks at Argenta, who is standing nearby, and his voice softens slightly. Greetings, sister. I congratulate you on your return. Was your pilgrimage fruitful? It was, Reverend. It was, Reverend. Let it be known to you that Theodora von Valancius' ship was attacked by servants of the archenemy who appall the heart of any righteous soul. she says, nearly hissing with fury. And not all of them met a fitting end. Some fled, and more than that, their blasphemous words clearly pointed to this attack being part of a larger design. Reverend Hieronymus, I wish to join these esteemed rogue traders' crew and help protect the Von Valensky dynasty from the forces of the archenemy. I am divesting myself to the responsibility of guarding the Footfall reliquary. Let's not intervene for now. Hieronymus nods into follow the call of your soul, sister. The Footfall reliquary will be preserved even without your contribution, as it is what was in all the years preceding your arrival. Hieronymus smiles. I know what is it. I know what it is that caused you to follow the road, Trader Sister Argenta. You seek combat, for it helps you to forget how hollow and worthless our lives truly are. It offers the illusion of meaning. Perhaps you will relinquish this illusion one day, or perhaps you will die before that day comes. Regardless, I wish you luck on your new path. But before you start on a path toward your new destiny, I have a request to make of you and your companion. Of course you have a request. Many among my flock are from the poorest, most disposed people on Footfall. They brought me the troubling news from Footfall shadow quarters. In the darkest corners where the Liege's wardens do not venture, pain has taken root. Footfall is consumed by profanity, but even here, true heresy serving the archenemy is a rarity. The cultists who now dwell in the shadow quarters mark their abodes with a sun inscribed in blue and gold, and perform strange rituals in secret. The weak find solace in believing these reports to be rumors, but I well know that evil lurks all around us, and I wish to see retribution. I come across heresy surprisingly often these days. Indeed, dark times are upon us, and wretched souls grow even more eager to embrace heresy. Both on Footfall and elsewhere, its foul buds are coming into bloom. Troubling news is arriving from many planets. There are whispers of wicked things taking place on Kiava Gamma, and just recently a transport ship by the name of Navisa teeming with refugees arrived on Footfall from Winterscale's realm. Their word has stricken with blasphemous sedition, and such was its severity that they had to flee to save themselves. The Liege refused to accept them, and so they are headed for Fauston, a desolate cloister of the righteous. It was wise of them not to linger in this den of violence. Why don't you go to the Liege with this matter? I do not walk the path pleasing to the Liege. Hieronymus frowns. Odaim is weak and riddled with worms on the inside. He seeks to please his Kabbalistic masters, those peddlers of relics of the unholy Xenos. We will verify this from our Reverend Hieronymus. With great pleasure, Argenta puts her hand on the stock of her weapon. I almost wish for the rumor to be true. My heart yearns to battle some heretics. This is where I bid you goodbye, sister. Noble Trakan, is there any more you wish to ask me about? What are you doing on Footfall? What am I doing in this den of blasphemers, pagans, and vilest of souls, you mean to say? Well, Footfall is the first and last stop in the Cronus Expanse. It is the point of arrival for those who have just started on their path, and it is also where those who are reaching its very end return. Their souls wounded and bleeding. I embrace both the former and the latter, so that they make an honest eye over their impurity. So they may cast an honest eye over their impurity. Furthermore, rumors from across the entire sector amass in Footfall. If I hear two men whispering about a reclaimed shrine world, or expressing desire to carry the Emperor's light into the darkness among the stars, I help my flock in their sacred duty. Devoted trailblazers need assistance, both spiritual and material, tools, equipment, even garments and simple everyday items. Anything that might help pilgrims of their long journey and during their first days of the harsh frontier life is worth its weight in gold to us. May any help you offer to the effort of gathering such things be blessed. The path of true believers leads into darkness. To search for worlds that have lost his radiance, steeped in depravity. Blessed are the deeds of those who given themselves into the void and the warp in hopes that their actions might bring light into the darker reaches of the expanse and deliver previously born worlds into the Imperium service. Hieronymus is silent for a few seconds, and all the more bitter is the realization that not all brave souls will succeed in their mission. Footfall still awaits news from the Wasteland Wayfarer, an ancient ark of a ship headed for distant stars. Her last astropathic message was sent from beyond the Cinerus Maleficum, and the stars have kept her fate secret since. I bear another darker duty. The expanse is filled with the tainted creations of unholy heretics. These insidious objects are a danger to the soul, but I know what to do with them. Should you on your travels come upon dangerous corrupted objects, bring them to me, and the reward for your vigilance will be even more generous. The Druid's mission has much to share with the rogue trader. I'd like to take a look what the followers of St. Durus have to offer me. Let me see. Okay, so we can trade with them as well. Medkit. We always need an Imperial Scroll. Instantly movement points and charge of the slash ability, yet reduces weapons. Bloodhound Staff. First use of an attacking navigator power does not set the attacking attack power, so cooldown. Second use of navigator power will deal an additional plus 6 damage to all targets. All targets and 6 direct damage to the navigator. So it wounds the navigator. Well, it's free, so we can have it. Enforcer helmet. All targets of touting swim suffers. Oh. A light chainsaw and some kite stuff. Power claymore. Whoa. Large magnet. Heavy framer. Focus melter gun. I like that. So he has melter. Then let's start building some reputation with them. Okay, ship compartments. Do we have jewelry? Holy gifts. Uniform kit. Okay, we build some things. It's good to know we have a vendor here. I don't want it to commit everything. Let's check our journal. Chapter 1, everything is complete. Yes, then we should close it. $10+ worth of scanning data from the ship's August is over. They start the rogue traders work creation secret for people 22. Astray. Was for the heretics then. Now let's go to the shadow. Is it the shadow quarters where it came from? No, this is the rest of the footfall. Okay, this place is big.
Is there money to be made?
There's always money to be made. Don't worry about that.
Hieronymus Doloroso.
Secure what? Secure Emperor. Today, tomorrow you may be dead. This comes up. Yeah, okay. These are the columns.
I always have a backup plan.
The rest of Footfall. This is where we came from. Yep. Okay, we find our way back. That's nice. Hold on a minute. We can go down here. You got to be kidding me. Okay, not cool. I thought that would, however, that would be cool. If we just go down a level, this whole thing would disappear and we can see what's happening there.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Now this looks like the Emperor's statue. Use of several Xenorians arriving from sectors, fringes, no danger.
I always keep my options open.
Or maybe this is the Leash place. Yeah, this is the Leash Palace. Understand, never before has only refused me an audience. I'm headed servant, my family has tended to the station. How dare you bar my way? Dreadful Xenos. Is he? Yandere behavior, duplicitous, aggressive, without roots diet, infants 2 to 3 a week, fears the emperor righteous people. That's not a Xeno, that's a mutant. It's clear that the one in the cage is not a Xenos, it's just an ordinary voidborn lost in the mutation lottery. Durakhat, Belgiani is okay. Punish the enemies of humanity. No, I don't want to do that.
Keep your wits about you.
But there should be some kind of loot lying around here, or if it's not a loot, then a flyer. I want to read it anyway, or at least collect, so I won't chase after it again. Ah, there. What?
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Okay. Melodic continues. Use powers, remember those with the depth of goodness. What would be any blows they are? Yeah,
Let us not do.
Ah, we have a gate there. Ah, I see. Now I know what's with the cogitator here.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Unyielding Vengarbus. All allies in the 2 radius around the rear again. Plus 40 bonus to resolve from the only beacon ability instead of the original bonus. Okay. We have something here. Maybe up there. No, there's the cargo.
That's how it's done.
Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
Need to find it somewhere. There. There it is. Okay, now let's go back. Because there's another part we haven't seen. I believe it's up here. Yeah, we haven't been here.
I always keep my options open.
The low hum of voices quiets and the dozing gaze shifts to you. First meet Duggan. The tall man with shaved head is rubbing his hands together nervously. His opulent clothes are nearly bursting at the seams on his muscular body, and his expression is forbiddingly grim. Still, he's trying to put on an air of friendliness. Greetings, you must be... He glances at the scroll in his mechanical hand implant. Master Fidelio, all the guests have arrived. You're the last on the list, and we couldn't well start without you. Your presence is absolutely vital. I don't want to stare up or... But we are a rogue trader. Even if we play a little bit, there is no one in the station who could, who has more authority than us, except another rogue trader. Of course, I'm Fidelio. He puts on a broad smile, but then catches himself and quickly frowns once more. Please, we can talk later. Chaplain is about to begin. What is this tomfoolery? Abelard grumbles, but not before making sure that the man is out of earshot. First look around. The gathering you found yourself at seems refined and respectable at first glance. The decorations and the attendees' clothes speak of wealth, and so does the location, which isn't far from the Liege's residence. But you notice that most of these gathered are of rather imposing physique. Many of them have scars and military-grade implants. Several of the guests look like they are covering the exit. A few are clearly carrying concealed weapons. Your appearance has definitely attracted everyone's attention. Just about every guest here keeps glancing at you, and some are clearly watching your every move, even though they are trying not to show it. I wonder who is this Fidelio is, and why they cannot start proceedings until he or she appears. Judging by the way that fellow with the wrist was talking about him, it's someone very important. But it's not a name I heard before. I have never heard the name before either. What is this place and what's going on here? I know nothing about the place, but I can feel that something in the works here. I sense danger and opportunity. That's the bread and butter of a rogue trader, and the dangers a whole lot greater, finishes grimly. As usual. Jonathan, I want to see what is this about. Oh, what a terrible, sorrowful day. We pay your respects to the life and souls of Footfall Society, a loyal servant of the Imperium, a generous benefactor who spared no expense to keep the fire of faith burning, and an example to all future generations, the most noble, unforgettable Master Belardo. This loss, the Passi Administratum Per speaks in a strained voice and keeps speaking at a paper with text on it. His speech drags on, blending into a monotonous cascade of praises of the late Master Belardo. Let us offer a prayer to the Emperor for the repose of Master Belardo's soul and the prosperity of his heirs. I now pass you over to our most reverend chaplain. A formidable-looking man dressed in the attire of the ecclesiarchy missionary glares at the gathered crew. And here you are armed, you vultures. Let's offer a prayer then, but if you think that the Emperor or the messenger of his will, in other words myself, does not seem to your wide souls, you are sorely mistaken. Chaplain looks at you and gives a slight nod. I wasn't referring to Master Fidelio. At least Dance himself wanted to see him at his funeral. But the rest, I know every one of you, and I would be astonished to discover anyone who truly mourns this loss. So go ahead, pray for Belardo's soul. Soon the flames will take him, a fitting end for a life like his. May the Emperor keep his soul. Without another word, Chaplain makes the sign of the Aquila and pointedly turns away from the attendees. I see a counter started.
Damn it.
Explosives are prepared for the attendees. Whoever prepared the body for the grey-haired man lying in the coffin, they did a good job. Even in that, he looks majestic. Aberrant maintains a grave expression befitting the occasion until he sees the face of the deceased. He frowns, he peers at it with suspicion. Then he gasps, astonished, almost dazed. This is quite the meeting, if it can be called such under the circumstances. Let's take a good look at the deceased. The implants left in the deceased body speak of his high standing. Expensive tech is typically extracted from the dead, and only the most prominent and wealthy avoid displayed upon their death. Abelard, you know this man? Do I? I would tell you all about this man, but the words I would use would be improper for a funeral. This, your lordship, is Jerry Dance, known back in the days as one of the most notorious pirates in the Kronos Expanse. They nicknamed him Jerrycan for his habit of having a jug or two of promethium on hand. He did love burning things. Oh yes, he was a menace back then. How long ago was it? 60 years ago? I was serving my last days in the Navy when news came of his latest attack. Aberrad distractedly runs a hand through his hair. Well, there was a time when the sight of Jerrycan in a coffin would have been enough to make me dance. Quite literally. By the throne, I would have danced a jig on the spot. But now, I don't know. No more jumping into the warp right from under the cruiser's nose, eh? You old beast. Who would have thought I would be at your funeral? This is very grand for a pirate's funeral. Is this normal for Footfall? Folks on Footfall are known to turn a blind eye to many things, but even the locals aren't so unscrupulous as to honor pirates come a few paces away from the liege residence. But no one has heard of Dance for so many decades. I barely recognize him myself, and I've seen his face on pics a fair few times back then. I assumed he retired and started a more or less honest life under a new name. What was they were calling him, Master Belardo? Now I remember, Reverend Hieronymus mentioned the name Master Belardo as one of the biggest donors to the temple. I see. He probably was a pirate and he seeked redemption after his life. No, we won't test the Amasek. I have a feeling nothing good came out of it. But I've seen a timer. Yes, I have. Or good old dance broke you see. Wow. It looks a lot like deliberately set a trap meant to collapse a part of the building. Those look like a deliberately set trap. Okay. Didn't have the awareness for that.
My watchdog has detected something.
Ooh. Chaplain and loot. Of course we're going for the loot
or
first.
get left in the dust.
It should be Book of Remembrance. Among the words of the parting and praise for the deceased, the fresh entry stands out. Repentance, with a signature underneath feet. The letters are crabbed and barely legible. Ah, there.
The whispers told me a secret.
The Emperor sets my path. Never doubt me.
This self-firing trap wasn't placed here by accident. You hear someone delicately declaring their thought. The source of this sound turns out to be the administrative prayer you saw next to the chaplain. His clothes are neat and impeccably pressed. His face, however, reveals extreme nervousness bordering on fear. My good master Fidelio, I do hope you're satisfied with the services provided by our establishment. He leans in a little closer and whispers, I beg of you, help me. But please keep your voice down. We can't let anyone hear us. It's a matter of life and death. What's the matter? The clerk wipes the sweat from his brow nervously. Please understand, it's very difficult to get by on Footfall with my wages. An Imperial Regulation 4030/8L on postmortal service workers on peripherals directive prohibits the chief operator of the ceremony from leaving their workplace for any reasons other than sleep, food, severe illness, and administration of sacraments. Therefore, I am practically forced to look for other sources of income that allow me to stay within the walls of this here establishment. I've set up a little, shall we say, enterprise. I replace the implants of the deceased with identical replicants and sell them to the right people when I have the shipment ready. I had just prepared the newest batch of superb unique implants of the highest quality, but I got careless. I used my first slick leave in 4 standard years, and it was on that very day that Master Belardo passed away, and his family was quick to organize a ceremony in our crematorium. I simply didn't have time to prepare, and now my container full of goods. It is in the furnace, and if you don't help me, they're going to burn it any minute. Wait, so you hid valuables in the crematorium's furnace? I've been hiding them there for 10 years now, and quite successfully, I might add. Only the richest citizens can afford the services of crematorium, and sadly, they don't die all that often. Usually I sell the goods before the next body arrives, but I got unlucky this time. Help me, I beg of you. What do you need from me, and what are you offering in return? While there's still time, could you please get the furnace and pull the container with implants out of there? We'll split the goods 50-50, you can even have first pick. Just please hurry, they'll soon be putting the coffin with an old Belardo where it belongs, and then poof, it will be reduced to ash and my priceless augmentics along with it. I help if I can. Don't preserve you, make it look like you're just having a look around. It's a lot easier for you to wander into a restricted area without arousing suspicion than it is for me. Find the container, it's in the far corner, get out and come back to me, I'll be waiting. Ah, I see, that's the crematorium.
Keep your wits about you.
Sure. We were a crime lord, so if we can split that loot 50-50, that's okay. Yeah, I think I go with this on this way. If we can have some profit on the side, why not? Just as we did with the pirates. Okay, nobody is here.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Just as I planned.
It looks like they repurposed the nozzle of the ancient station engine for the needs of the crematorium.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Okay, where is the stash? There it is. Lid of the container automatically opens when touched. It's completely empty. Damn.
I'll brush this off.
Come on, here, look harder. The floor. We got to shoot through the floor.
Didn't flinch.
Where?
I've faced worse than this.
I've suffered worse.
Damn.
Just a minor setback.
It's not just a minor setback.
Temporary setback.
Did you want something?
You
I
don't
woke
frighten
up
me with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of
What?
flowers
What?
was blossoming nearby. A child saved from death. A thousand
pain won't
heretics
stop
were
me.
burning alive, begging and sobbing.
Oh, come on, here, look harder. The floor. We got to shoot through the floor.
Why did I not foresee this? Anything else? I've never felt pain like this.
Just need to tough it out.
What? But we had... Wait one, they're on fire, put them out quick. The voices come to you through streams of something thick and foul. Your eyes are covered with whatever your unbidden savior saw fit to splash over your head. At last you can make out the silhouette of a vagrant dressed in rags leaning over you. He throws up his hand. Your lordness, are you alright? Did you hit anything? Any bad burns? You feel right. You fell right through the ceiling and it's mighty high up. I'm feeling I'm feeling kind today. Here for your help with fire. Do you know? Let's get some information. What are you doing down here? Well, we live here is all your lordness. You see, these are old tunnels they dug them back in Parsimus Devin's times, right through the asteroid. It's a little stuffy down here, but it's warmer than up in the big places on the surface. And it sure is warm under the crematorium's furnace. They barely burn anyone up here, but they do it fire up often enough, and that's good for us. Sure, sometimes an odd smell makes it through the vents, like they're making roast makes your mouth water, but what can you do? That's the cost of comfort for you. Do you happen to know who Fidelio is? The brothers look at each other in surprise. I mean, wasn't that the fiddler used to live under the fifth void, and his hussy kept yelling all like, "My Fido, Fideli Fido." Same deal, right? No, that was the dog. It was a dog. How do I get out of here? Well, there's no climbing back into the crematorium for you. Look for yourself. It's burnt and collapsed, but it's no biggie. There's only one way up there, so you won't get lost. First, you will need to pull this big old lever to open the doors. It's by the busted pipe. That's where the lever is. After that, you just walk through the corridors, the shaft, the old warehouse, and there you are on the surface. The fact that incompetence of the crematorium's maintenance staff saved our lives does not make their negligence any less egregious. I will register a complaint. Man! He's upset that we weren't burned to crisp properly. I'm feeling kind today. Here for your help with the fire. The Vagrant's face brightened and they accept your handout with a bow. Oh, thank you kindly. Something to buy a bit of food with. Cause, well, we are used our soup to put you out, you see. And it was only 2 days old. I must take my leave. All the best on your journey and all. May the Emperor help you guide you out. Yes, that's the quest I wanted to do. I would have done that even if it's not a quest. Where's the busted pipe with the lever?
Something ominous lurks ahead.
Thank you, Idira.
Is there money to be made?
Any loot here? Of course there is loot. I knew it.
I always keep my options open.
We made a wrong turn.
Let us not dawdle.
Okay, let's explore this place a bit more.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
That's not a lever. And this is the end of the road here.
Keep your wits about you.
Stop! There!
Where? There's a word scribbled on the side of the tent. Library. The tent has a half dozen books titled Life of Saint Drusus, High Gothic, Alphabet, Properties of Real Valued Sequence and Functions, and Advanced Lecture Course.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Okay, these things
I
lights up
always keep
only
my options open.
if we are close enough. That's clever from the game.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Is there money to be made? Rise
There's
to
a
the top,
warehouse.
or get left in
Horrible
the
stench
dust.
reaches your nostrils long before you see its source. Corridor where punctures pipe are dislodging streams of murky sludge. In the distance you see the lever that opens the door, letting outside. The only way to reach it is by submerging yourself in the sludge. I'm too old for this shit. Okay, I like that. Cassia brings the corner of a perfume shawl to her nose. I think I am going to be sick. Someone's got to go and pull the lever, right? I propose our Holy Sister as a candidate. A seeker after spiritual purity shouldn't be put off by a little bit of ordinary muck after all. Hardly har. So we can choose. That's just evil. These are wow. Well, if the interrogator would be with us, I would choose him without a second thought. And I start to get fond of the Seneschal as well. However, I also don't want to go. Especially if we later have to speak with the leash. And if we are covered in shit to head to toe, that wouldn't bode well. However, Pascal didn't protest it, so I let him go. Pascal, matters of technology are your forte, which means you're going for that lever. After studying the substance closely, Pascal says for me, request denied. I cannot defy my ferrum sanctum by making contact with this substance. Hang on. You can just say no. Haha. Okay. Oh, the old man would do it. Okay. Our choices are a lot of any leader. Okay, I want to go for... Oh, he has no direct route for that loop.
I always have a backup plan.
And now I'm wondering if everybody would say no. I don't think the Seneschal would say no.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
It's in the other end. Alright. Where? Here are the goods.
Keep
My
your
wolf
wits
sight
about you.
reveals something.
The Emperor favors me today.
Let's get into the warehouse. An assortment of parts for Void Shield arrays. They look used, but still too new to be replaced.
Is there money to be made?
Move it, I said move it. If the inspection gets to the circle station before we do, I have to oil recycled. Yelling your brains out at servitors won't make them work faster. You know another way to get the lazy brutes to shift themselves? Well, I'm all ears. If the inspection sees a circuit station without a unit, they will go to Vladaim with this. And if Vladaim finds out, he won't mince words. He will give us the old Kasbalikan's severance, as in kick us out the trash chute without a void suit. Simmer down, will be fine. Back in my transport days, I'd shown the inspection the same protection screen on 8 different sites, and I never got busted once. I seriously doubt that Vladamin's inspectors are any more diligent. They fall for or one support unit on 3 circuit station, they won't notice a thing. Better worry about selling the 2 units that we bore. Who the throne is that? This goes beyond violation of the right of operation. It downright stinks. And just who are you and what are you doing in here? We're from Fruitless Station Service carrying out scheduled maintenance. But you are not gonna believe that, are you? You heard everything. After glancing briefly at his partner, the man lays a hand on his weapon. Promised my wife I could go a month without murder. Too bad, I'd rather break my word than get into the Liege bedside. Look, all I did was stop by a funeral and introduce myself as Fidelio. Because of this, some people have attempted to burn me alive, others have drenched me in swill, and now thieving utility workers wants to murder me. This is starting to feel like a bad joke. How about I just go on my merry way? The two of them look at each other. Sure, by all means, go right ahead. Then they immediately point their guns at you. Just kidding. Sorry, but it's the trash chute for you.
I'll make an example out of you.
Irida and the dear sister there. Because Pascal has some sort of thing that damages a servitor.
At your beck and call.
It has a bit of much HP or wounds.
It will be done.
But of course.
Let's see if we can use... Yeah, we can use the lightning on them.
I'm afraid not.
What? Oh, he's stunned. Perplexed. Each stack gains minus 20 any bonus that happens compared option test. I see. Then we will reveal our deadliest servant.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Oh, we don't have any more action points.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I'm only sad because I cannot see the clerks.
It's as good as done.
How much damage we can do? Not enough. But this is increase
Who if not me?
some stuff.
I'll see to it personally.
They're still not able to.
I'll make it happen.
You can't.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh, that's a clerk there.
Suffered worse. I will do my duty.
Let's use this strike.
Victory is in. I took care of this one. Indeed.
High momentum.
Yeah, that would hit Abelard as well. But that will kill the clerk.
Anything else? No can do.
Yeah, she couldn't see her. Let's do machine speed banishment.
My vow is served.
That's one AP. No, I want to do this.
Request approved. The scriptural provides liberate you, machine spirits.
And that would be 1 AP.
If only that were possible.
I'll see to it personally. It's as
Use
good as done.
the fire plan.
Who if not me? Another enemy down.
Guided by faith. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
One more.
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak.
Argenta needs a better weapon. And now she will move
Faith without
towards
deeds is
that clerk.
worthless.
Does Pascal have a line of sight on that man? No. But he surely has a line of sight there. And there's some kind of that's 2 AP. This is also 2 AP. Let's use this.
Functions successfully terminated.
Great.
At your beck and call.
Come
I
on.
will do my best. You attack. Victory is imminent. Brace yourself, Abelard.
High momentum.
Will do.
Heal Pascal and help a little bit Abelard as
Anything
well.
else?
And we cannot do that, so
Step aside. The navigator is coming. Do not dare ask.
the target can't act. And Pascal cannot move. But he can do this. Rico is dead. Okay. I can't see him. What's that?
Taking calculated risk is in my second nature.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Oh, that's better. Run and gun.
Rejoice in battle.
No! Why? Okay, Pascal can move there. We are in cover.
Running binaric override.
Let's put an exploit out there. And hopefully kill him. Okay, nobody has any permanent injury except... What's that? Improved armor, body glove.
I always keep my
Okay,
options
these
open.
class.
Prayers are different, but I note a similarity in our attitudes towards ministry. It unites us.
You are right. Only we know what it is to pray to our intercessor at an altar in our struggle to protect those close to us, to be their spiritual shield.
Anything here? Or something? The warehouse visitors record they are different dates but only 2 names. Yep, we have some loot lying
Let
around.
us not dawdle.
So we need to... Ah, there it is. Maybe that one? No, that one. Wow, what's that? Stimulant injector. This item reduces wounds by 10%, yet increases critical hit chance. Okay, and it's an auto gun. Two-handed range weapon. And I think we need to strengthen our sister. Like this at half physical strength affects the damage, increase the melee weapons, and allows them to lift heavier objects. For each bonus point of strength qualities, deal 1 additional damage with melee weapons. So it doesn't affect the recoil. And how are we doing on the Iron class? Not too bad. Not too good. There is no... okay. Maybe this is that we are covered in shit. Possibly. Oh, we are back here. Okay. Now let's get back to the funeral.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
And ask some questions. Not so kindly this time. I wonder what will be the explanation. Come on. Oh, we have been here.
I always
Alright.
have a backup plan.
Okay, so where are we?
Is there money to be made?
Gunsmith's Guild. I haven't expected that, and I like the general idea of a Gunsmith's Guild. And they are not here, unfortunately.
I always keep my options open.
Here.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
As soon as you appear, a dozen eyes and guns shift in your direction. The guests of the ceremony no longer pretend to be peaceful mourners. They are, however, stunned to see you. I don't believe it. You had the nerve to come back after you tumbled through the flames. Belardo, listen again. I hate you, you hate me. But maybe we can set aside our differences for the sake of our new target, so to speak. The man nods at you and narrows his eye ominously. Finally, boy, you are showing some signs of being your father's son. Dance would never beat around the bush with rivals. Shoot your head off and be done with it. Anyway, I accept your proposal. He aims his weapon at you. We tried killing you quietly. That didn't work out. So we'll just kill you plain and simple, like. This is Footfall for Throne's sake. Bye bye, Fidelio. I don't quite know how to explain it to you all, but I am not actually Fidelio. Anyone would say that looking down on the barrels of a dozen guns. Again, people want to kill me without saying why. We don't care. Come now, Dagan, let's give the man an explanation before he's dead. You see, Mr. Fidelio, my late father, Dan's demon stake in Belardo has bequeathed his entire fortune to you. Not to me, his only son, not to his first mate, you. So where does that leave us? You must die. Oh well, let's get this over with, I suppose.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Just 14.
Repent!
But in this case, you want to kill me, so I won't be on the offense. Let them come. Now we can go.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! As the Emperor commands, I act.
Shoot one more time, sister.
I'll do it.
And back away.
Doubt is for the weak.
And we are primed for a grenade. So Idira moves a little bit back. And that's all for now. Oh, there's another door. Oh, I see. Let's change weapons, old man. That's not your forte, but oh, we cannot see them. Then never mind. Just move back.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Let's. This is for a turn. So how for the int bonus rounds.
Request. Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Oh, we have a combat servitor amongst them. That's it. They are lining up for a grenade.
Mocking me.
I have read tomes of military tactics. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
And ask
Isn't this a job for the
Argenta
serfs?
to throw a grenade. Why not? That's 2 men down.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Strike is a prayer.
Oh, but we can move.
As the Emperor commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
That was nice.
High momentum.
Power resides in the will of the righteous. I'll do it. Eradicated.
And this is why I like Argenta. Or Argenta.
Doubt is for the weak.
How about that long shot?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
The Emperor is guiding
Faith
us.
without deeds is worthless.
Let's rebel in slaughter. And
I'll do it.
dash back. Some Biomansion. Larissa. Okay, Abelard. Have still enough movement points. Okay, put that
At your
on
beck and
her
call.
or him. Charge him. And start chopping him away.
I'll see to it personally. On it.
Nice. Okay, then let's mark
It's as
him.
good as done.
My vow is to serve.
That's all I can do now, maybe.
Running binaric override.
That combat servitor will hurt us. That's a nice shot.
My ears are ringing.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Bellard will have to
Indeed.
do this. And maybe I
At
can
your beck
slay
and
him.
call. Victory is imminent.
If I may, as duty demands.
But we cannot move away.
Doubt is for the weak. Guided by faith. Is why I was chosen. I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Let's
I'll do it.
reload. What? What just happened? Heals Argenta. Okay. It can misfire. It also removes. Ah, I see. It was a perils of the war. So it can happen at random. Okay.
I've suffered worse.
Oh, wait a moment. The war immediately restores all AP and against plus 2 move at the end of the turn. You don't lose movement point after performing attacks. The warrior can has no limit on it. Then let's head out.
It will be done. Target well struck.
Can we kill him? Not for sure.
At your beck and call.
And make sure of it's dying. Or he's dying.
Reduced to dust. Forth on Valencia. My place is at the fore. I will do my duty.
Parried.
Indeed. I took care of this one. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. It will be done. Reduced to dust. Victory is imminent.
Okay. That was a powerful ability. Thermal Multimelta. That thing must die and must die quickly.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
That's war curse.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Yeah.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
And can help Argenta. I'm butchering her name. Okay.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Let's throw a grenade because it's free.
Doubt is for the weak.
And why
I
can't we?
refuse. This is unacceptable.
I see the first grenade thrown in a battle. Okay, then. And the soldier immediately spends all the gains power efficiency.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay, we are entrenching. Idira.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Can we shoot at, oh wait. What's the
That is
matter?
not my destiny.
No line of sight. Then let's just heal Cassia. And hope there will be no perils. Espelardo. Let's hunt that guy down first. Let's do a ripless strike.
It will be done.
Let's move around there. I don't want to get too close to the servitor. We are all but useless. But if Pascal can move, sure he can.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Let's do a spirit banishment.
Request approved.
And I think
The scriptural prognosis damage to bulk. High momentum.
okay, everybody is not happy but alive. How about
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
let Pascal shoot again?
Running binaric override. Condemns you.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Beautiful shot.
As the Emperor commands, I act. do it.
Well, one hit. Let's dash into power.
They who discern the future own the battlefield. But of course, be gone.
Yet iron knows no pain.
Dagon lifts his bloody face. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Oh, profit factor gained. As Belardo touches his wounded body. The crematorium is going to have its hands full today. You've stopped shooting. Oh no, dead. Adelia? Chaplin looks at the carnage around him matter-of-factly. Wonderful. This is a funeral dance would be proud of. Treat their wounds, I'm not in a killing mood. Will do. I would ask the esteemed guest to stay for a moment longer. We still have an important bit of business to take care of. Chaplin shrugs indefinitely. Are we done with the firing squad? I would like to finally resolve the matter of Dan's inheritance and after that give him a proper send-off. And so according to the deceased will, all of Belardo's fortune goes not to his worthless son Cass, not to his brainless mate Dagon, but to Fidelio, a mysterious new heir. However, I believe a certain party would like to intervene in this process. Chaplin looks straight at you and chuckles. I still have a question. Who, in the name of the Golden Throne, is Fidelio? If Fidelio were here, if they were to know about this status as their heir, they would have made themselves known by now. And if it's not you, sir, then I suppose we'll never know the truth. But we can make our own truth, can we? We are on Footfall. Names and ideas are traded and used here in every way imaginable, and so all that remains is to recognize you as Fidelio. Okay, we spare their lives, but we take the money. Well, on the long run, that could make me more enemies, but if that increase our profit rate, then so be it. Then so be it. I am Fidelio, and the inheritance is mine. As it is written in the will, so be it. I will see to all the formalities and make sure you receive all this property. First, let's a sigh of frustration. So much for a life without a care in the world. Adelia, get your things. Your daddy needs a good drink or 5. I see. Dagon does not say another word, merely gives you a long, furious look. I changed my mind. Let's execute them now. Chaplin looks at the coffin. I would like to say goodbye to my old friend. The crematorium is a bit wrecked now, but who needs a crematorium? Does love having his enemies drenched in promethium and burned. They didn't call him Jerrycan Dance for nothing. I think it would be a nice gesture to send him on his way in the same fashion. Thankfully, it's easy enough to produce a jerrycan of promethium on Footfall. Abelard nods in approval. Fitting. Chaplin gives you a sidelong glance. Want to stay and watch? With pleasure. Well, let's get started, I guess.
Showing up uninvited? How improper.
What's that? Who is the enemy? I don't see no one, but let's spread the team out a little bit.
Did I mention that my whispers tell me jokes? Jokes that, once said aloud, make your eyes bleed and blood curdle. Talk about black comedy.
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay.
Okay, that was just a glitch. Okay, I think that's it for this episode, guys. I hope you liked it. If you do, please give this video a like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I see you in the next one. Bye.